Like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos from PHN Learn. For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the HTML and CSS tutorial by PHN Technology Private Limited. So in the previous tutorial, we have created our resume section. Now we can see that most of our website has been created and I decided to make some minute changes in it. Just like I have redecorated, or I can say I have restyled my particular skill section. You can see I have given linear gradient inside that. Also I have added some padding to it. Now I have given a lot of things to my button and stuff. Now you can see it has moved down here. I can shift it here using the margin and padding. So now let's just start with the project section. So what will my project section have? Basically my project section is going to have a lot of displaying of my projects, like whatever projects I have done till now, be it student management system, library management system. I'm going to display them using my photographs, and over that I'm going to insert a particular text box. Okay, and when you click on it, you will be taken to the page on which a lot of information about the project would be given. So I'm going to leave the creativity of the project or the linking of the project to you. I'm just going to teach you how to make the particular photo collage, and over that we'll insert the particular project's name as well. Okay, so let's just start with it without any confusion. So this is my projects page. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create row and column, but I don't want them to be in a very systematic way. Come on, it's a collage, right? So it has to be in a very kind of perfect, systematic, messy way. Okay, so we'll see how to get that. Okay, so first we will create a division which would have our row, class name as row. And the second division will have our class name as column. Now inside this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter my images. Okay, so I have 6 of my projects, so I am going to read 2 columns. Okay, so image src images slash, and then I'm going to enter my projects photos. Okay, so I have already downloaded them and kept it inside my images folder. Okay, so I'm just going to copy it and paste it over here. I'm just going to remove the extra space. The other project names would be restaurant. Okay, restaurant, and the third one would be a speech. Okay, so you can create as many columns as you want to. Okay, I have created a single column. You can add as many images you can, and the projects you have made. Okay, I'm just giving you a sample over here. You can make as many changes as you want to. So you can see the other 2 images haven't been called, or we cannot see them because the restaurant does not have a extension as JPG. You can see the very small things here can cause a lot of issue and cannot be found out if you don't have your concepts clear over here. Okay, so let's just refresh it. I think now they will be, we can see them. Okay, you can see them now. Yeah, now they have so many different things, like, okay, right? So let's just repeat them again. I'm not going to use 3 different images over here because I think we are going to require many images so that we can implement our knowledge over here rightly. Okay, since we are going to learn a new property called as flex. Now what does this property flex do? This particular property flex actually expands or shrinks itself according to the surroundings or according to the requirement over there. Okay, if it finds itself that it is just getting overlay, so what will it do? It will shrink itself. But if it says that there is a lot of space up there, okay, so what will it do? It will expand itself. So let's just see how it is going to work. I've already created a project.css file in which we'll store all the CSS or the styling of this particular section. Let's just first see has it appeared or not. So let's just refresh it again. Okay, so our image has appeared and it is overlapping successfully. Okay, so we need to give some styling over here. So I'm going to enter my ID project because I don't want this particular thing to be applied to other rows and columns or the other class names with the name row or column. Okay, so I'm going to enter row now. It should be with the dot. So here I'm going to define my property flex. Now it is coming here as a value, but it is also an independent property which mostly is used as the shorthand property. Now what is the shorthand property? Now whenever we have a lot to define, what do we do is we take the particular name of the property and enter the different properties in short forms over there, right, without mentioning the properties. So that is how we define flex mostly. Okay, so here I've used the flex as a value for display. Now we are going to use the property of flex, that is flex wrap. What does the flex wrap do? It basically defines like it should wrap the particular items on or not. Okay, so the values would be wrap, no wrap, then it should be wrap reverse, and so many of them. So you can explore all these properties on your website. Okay, so I'm going to enter flex wrap as wrap. Now after this we can define the padding and margin over here. Okay, I'm not going to waste my time for that. Okay, we'll just stick to the concept column. Okay, now what I'm going to require is I'm going to define flex, that is my property. So let's just define flex as 50%, like it would flex itself 50% of this expand or shrink to the maximum thing of 50%. Then we will give a maximum width, okay, and the maximum width would be 50%. Again, I'm just giving random numbers over here. Now I'm going to define something for my images. I want them to be in their full width because that would help it look or make itself expand accordingly, right? It would make it look at like a collage. So I'm going to give it as width. Sorry, I'm going to define for image tag as width as 100%. Now we have defined a lot of properties, right? Now what we are going to do is we are going to just check it. I've saved it, and let's just refresh it. So you can see that they have appeared in a very particular row, right? But we want them to look like a side by side. We want them to come side by side. So what we are going to do here is we are going to enter float over here. That's right. So let's just see what's wrong within here. I think the values over here have been misused, right? So we'll just inspect this particular page, right, and we'll make the changes accordingly. So let's just make it downwards. I want this panel to be downwards, and now let's just make the changes over here. So here's my flex wrap, and let's just see the column over here. Okay, so it is inside the float left. Now let's just decrease the flex value over here. So it was because of the flex value. So let's just define the maximum width. Okay, the maximum width 50% is right. So we just needed to reduce the flex over here. So we require it as 45%. So you need to go hit and trial most of the time because you cannot be precise with the numbers over here. Okay, so let's just refresh it, and now they are over here. So you can see that they have appeared. Now since I've used the same images, they have appeared quite plainly. Okay, now when you will go for it, when you will appear different images, you will see that they will come inside with some different value. It would not be plain from the bottom. Okay, so you would need to increase the height or something like that. It would appear as collage. Okay, so this was about the project about the images being inserted. Now in the next tutorial, we'll see that how we can insert a particular text over these images. Okay, till then please keep exploring. Thank you.
For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.